get to unveil our new range of products today. So, yeah, today we are very proud to present to you a brand new duo of loudspeakers that take the essence of everything that makes PMC the speakers of choice for the world's leading music makers and most discerning audiophiles, and bring it to a wider audience.
Okay, so the Prodigy models are bringing our performance-led design ethos to an even wider audience, delivering staggering levels of clarity, transparency, and a supreme bass output. We've been able to do this through a range of innovations, much of which are shared with our studio products. The Prodigy 1 is a compact two-way bookshelf passive speaker, ideal for small to medium rooms. It's capable of producing an incredible amount of output for such a small, diminutive box, and it's got a very wide sweet spot. It's designed to match well with an array of electronics. It's not a difficult speaker to drive. Anything from a small, modest amp to a high-end amplification system. The Prodigy 5 is the larger model in the range, a two-way floor stander, also quite compact, but still delivering a surprising amount of output. It's got the same superb clarity you get on the bookshelf model, but its larger cabinet and extended transmission line with twin laminaire vents means it can extend much lower with a fast bass. It's again easy to drive and well tempered, and you can partner it with any good quality electronics. The shared features between both models, as with all PMC products, they are designed and built in Britain, built in the UK, and every single speaker is measured and listened to. The design of the speaker, again following that same methodology, is a balance between listening and measurement. We wouldn't want to follow any particular one school of thought because both of them are equally important. They're designed to be extremely engaging and dynamic and fun speakers, but without compromising on the transparency. So they have low coloration throughout their entire bandwidth and very smooth off-axis dispersion. Of course, both of them feature our signature technology, the advanced transmission line, and our latest development in the laminaire vent technology. So I'll hand over to Ollie to give you some more info.
So this is showing our latest iteration of our ATL. We've got the two cutaways, and you can see the cutaways over there to show you what's going on inside the cabinet. For those of you who aren't familiar with our core technology, ATL, or advanced transmission line, this has superior benefits over traditional bass loading techniques. The way you're going to hear this is more detailed, more natural vocals as one thing, which is due to lots of absorption materials in the cabinet absorbing unwanted, internally radiated upper bass and mid-range frequencies. The other thing is you'll experience a full, rich and dynamic sound at any volume level, and that kind of like any volume level comes from a very consistent LF drive unit loading or consistent back pressure on the drive unit. This also allows higher SPL levels in general and deeper bass from a smaller cabinet. So with these new ATL configurations, the Prodigy 1 is it has an effective line length of 1.9 meters, bass extension down to 50 hertz. The Prodigy 5 has a slightly longer ATL and also a larger cabinet volume, so the bass extension goes down to 35 hertz on those. We also got the addition of a new kind of addition to the ADL, which is the Helmholtz absorber chamber, which you can kind of see here. We use that to refine the ATL a little bit more and tune it in on certain frequencies. So, laminaire. This is a technology that was derived from the QB1 active main monitor that you can see on the screen. So this is our world-leading lowest coloration reference monitor. Because of the phenomenal high excursion drive units, which are utilized in this design as well as in the new Prodigies. There's very fast airflow at the ATL cabinet exit, and by controlling this airflow and the characteristics of that air, we can benefit both the efficiency of the ATL and reduce coloration. It's a technology that works in tandem with the ATL to improve its efficiency. So yeah, on the left you can see a close-up shot of the laminar device designed for the Prodigy models. This is the latest iteration. It's further refined. Prodigy 5 has twin vents, which allow for greater airflow and better integration with the ATL. And so, a little bit about how laminar works, I guess, is at high SPLs, I was saying the airflow and the velocities are very high, and this can cause the air traveling through it to become turbulent. And so what we perceive that as is unwanted noise and distortion at the vent. And this is through wasted energy, wasted by vortices rather than acoustic output. How we resolve this is by controlling the airflow with a laminar device, allowing the air to pass in and out of the cabinet in a more efficient and unhindered way. It's creating a laminar flow rather than a turbulent flow. And the result, how you again perceive this, is faster, cleaner, tighter bass, higher definition. It eliminates that air noise and coloration, and we can achieve also a higher maximum output. A higher maximum output.
Just a brief interruption, esteemed viewers. As you may know, I'm Tom Martin, Chief Content Officer of The Absolute Sound. We have a new product. It's on the Substack platform, and we're going to do some interesting things with Substack. First of which is reader questions and answers. Each Monday, readers will submit questions. We'll pick the most interesting ones and we'll answer the questions on Friday. We'll also have early access to articles and special blogs that don't appear anywhere else. We hope you'll join us. It's only a cost of a cup of coffee per month. Just check on the screen or in the show notes below. Thanks, and now back to the show.
It has the same tonality as the on-axis sound. Is the best way to summarize that. The reflected sound is identical to the on-axis sound, making for a vastly more natural sound presentation. And the best way that you perceive that as well is like the on and off axis seated positions, where we've got like a big room like this, some people not in the sweet spot right in the middle, but off to the left, off to the right. You kind of get the same tonal balance wherever you sit. And that's one of the biggest advantages of wide directivity speakers like ours.
Okay, so a bit more about the drive units themselves. They're equipped with a 27mm soft dome tweeter, which is already a professionally proven drive unit in PMC products because it is featured in our Result 6 near-field monitors. It's ferrofluid cooled neodymium magnet, which is giving it a really high capacity for high SPL output, and it's designed to cross over at a very low 1.7 kilohertz. Custom waveguide and dispersion grill allow us to integrate perfectly with the bass unit, producing, as Ollie said, very consistent off-axis response. The result of that is an incredibly realistic image on the top end, and it doesn't really matter where you are in the listening room. The bass driver is a 5¼ inch natural fiber cone with extremely long excursion and a high power voice coil, which make it very well suited to the needs of a transmission line. The dust cap is an inverted type, which is reducing the number of reflections within the cone, giving it a very clear mid-band, allowing you to take full advantage of the clarity and the mid-range that you already get from a transmission line. This driver is also used throughout our CI range, proven around the world as a reference point for Dolby Atmos mixing.
Optimized positionings of components to avoid intercomponent interaction. And this is, an extremely wide and ultra thick pure copper tracks for a non-inhibited current flow. As Elliot mentioned, low crossover point of 1.7 kilohertz. And the benefits of this are improved driver integration, improved phase, and a wider, smoother dispersion. On the rear of the speakers are the binding posts, which accept spade lugs, 4mm banana plugs, or bare wire for a connection of the highest integrity. We have grills too, although they're an optional extra. Sculpted black grills with magnetic fixings are available for each model, the Prodigy 1 and the Prodigy 5. And the finish, you can have any finish you like as long as it's that black finish. That's it. Presented in a high-end silk black finish. And where these fit into the PMC product portfolio lineup, as demonstrated from this display over here, kind of shows the cost and performance and where Prodigy are tucked right up there in the top left. The exciting bit, pricing. This is retail pricing in euros. 1,495 euros buys you a pair of Prodigy 1s, and the Prodigy 5s are 2,395 euros per pair, but of course pricing will be different in different regions.
It's not too crazy, is it?
Yes, that's what we like to hear. Not too crazy. It's as good as we're going to get. Availability, we're going into production very shortly, end of May, beginning of June, and they're going to be available in stores worldwide from around the beginning of July. So, that's it.